Hi guys! We are starting the vlog off on a Sunday this week. Gotta stay on top of that content creating. I'm definitely feeling a bit better than I was last week, but I'm just not feeling myself yet. So I don't know if I have something like mono or if really just being sick knocked me down a few pegs. So I am trapped in my chambers like a storybook maiden, except I'm not waiting for any kind of prince to come. But I realized that I haven't updated you guys in a little while on my vision therapy. And don't think that just because I'm at home that I'm not doing it. I got my little kit, I got my eye patch, I got my metronome. I'm keeping up with my vision exercises so that when we go back at the end of September, I can continue to make progress with them. So my vision exercises are going great. How about my vision? They use the word, I think, like visual instability, which basically I guess kind of means that from day to day, from minute to minute, from second to second, my eyes are focusing differently. So if they were like to make glasses for me per se, my prescription would probably already be different by the time I even got the glasses. So that's a little bit unfortunate because that means there's not really an easy fix. It's gotta be all me. I gotta keep working on it. Some days are just so much better than others. It's a really weird process, retraining your brain and retraining your vision. It really does kind of get worse before it gets better. Your body's just trying to figure out where it is in space, and my body has no idea. So long story short, I'm a total klutz right now. I have basically the weirdest depth perception. It keeps changing. If I try to place like my cup down on a side table or something, sometimes I'm not even like close. And I was really noticing I've been having a hard time recognizing faces. They just really look like a blur to me, especially eyes, which is really off-putting. So some days are horrible and I basically am completely non-functional visually, and some days like today my vision is crystal clear today. I think I'm gonna like pick up a book or something. I feel like I have to use this precious moment that's been given to me. Okay, so I just noticed that my new neighbors who just moved in were putting a ton of stuff out on the curb that belonged to the old owner who just recently died, unfortunately. And so we went over to see if there was anything worth salvaging, and I found this cane, and so I grabbed it because I really didn't want it to just get thrown out and destroyed. If you ever come across like a yard sale or an estate sale, or people just like throwing stuff out on the curb, and you see medical supplies, like a cane or a walker or crutches, don't just drive by. Please go and grab that item. There are so many people out there who are struggling and can't afford mobility aids, and there are tons of charities. You can look around. I'm sure there's one in your area that you can donate to. Before I had my custom wheelchair belt, I actually received a loaner one from a local charity, so I didn't have to pay anything. They also gave us a bed rail and a shower stool and all of that stuff. So I am extremely thankful to them. So don't just drive by. I just know how much it means and how much those items really helped me. Guys, happy Monday. I'm feeling a little bit better today than I felt yesterday. I felt better yesterday than I did the day before. Looks like we are going in the right direction when it comes to healing. I'm a little bit annoyed though. The nurse came to access my port this morning, and she was supposed to run labs to see if there's a possibility that I picked up mono. And we really want to get this test done. I mean, it's kind of important to know if that's something that's going on, but my primary care doctor never got the orders through to the nursing company, so that didn't happen today. It is so frustrating getting the runaround all the time, by like every single doctor. Like nobody actually calls back when they say they will. I never get any of the results I need when I need them. It's just like you can't count on anyone, and you have to stay like on top of everyone. I don't want to be that person, but you have to be that person. So I guess we're just gonna keep calling them, and hopefully I can get the orders by tomorrow. Maybe the nursing company will send someone out again, or maybe I'll have to go to a hospital and get it done there. But you know, if I have mono, I want to stinking know. I also have a test scheduled on Thursday. It's like a GI test to test my pelvic floor muscles. I'm not going to go too into that because it's not going to be very fun. But we keep calling and we're trying to figure out, am I supposed to do some kind of prep? Is there anything else involved in this? And we've been calling for like 2 or 3 days and no one has answered us. I hope I don't have to do any special preparations because the test is in 2 days now. So, you know, we're getting kind of close here. Why doesn't anyone just answer their phone? Anyway, I'm over it. Hello. A lot of you guys have been asking me about how my scar is doing, so I think this might be the best angle for me to show you. So my last surgery on my neck was done in April, and the scar actually starts about here and then runs down to about here, I think is where the one from April ended. So as you can see, I usually heal pretty well after surgery. I don't usually have a whole lot of problem with my scars, but because this area has just been gone over so many times and so much scar tissue has been removed, I've run into a bit of trouble. I don't know if you can see exactly where it's split open. I think it was right here. There is still a bit of a scab, but it is pretty much healed up now. I'm having a lot of pulling and burning. I feel like it's going to open up down here. I've been avoiding carrying anything, and I've been avoiding necklaces and halter tops. I haven't actually started putting any oils on this scar quite yet because it's still such a very, very sensitive area for me. Yeah. That's a little scar update for you guys. Don't mind my little reverse mullet. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday and it is a physical therapy day, and I'm super psyched because I actually missed my last appointment last week because I was sick. That's how you know I'm sick, when I have to cancel PT. I noticed one of you guys in the comments of last week's vlog was like, your shoulder does not look like it's in a good position. And they were very right. My shoulder is not. I don't know if I can show you this. You can't really see much of a difference, but this one is definitely sitting a little bit lower, a little bit funny, not really totally in the socket, as you can see here maybe. And when I move it, you can see that it's not really moving like it should be. I don't even know. It just hurts and I need to see Trish. We are leaving PT. I'm feeling like a new person, thank God. The old person just wasn't feeling that great. Especially after all of that dystonia the other day and then having to cancel my appointment on Friday. Like my brain was kind of clogged. I just was a mess. We found out halfway through my appointment that I had put my shorts on inside out. So it was that kind of day. I did get off pretty darn easy on the exercises today. I only did a couple little exercises because she said I was such a mess today that she didn't want to mess with anything. I fell asleep. I have never, ever, 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 ever been a nap person, and all of a sudden, I seem to not be able to make it through a day without taking a nap. I never used to be able to sleep in the car either, and now every single time I'm in a long car ride, I'm just out. I don't know what's going on. I think it's actually like my body is getting used to actually relaxing, which is a great thing. But to me, like sleeping is just like, I don't want to say a waste of time. That sounds so horrible. But I just like hate that feeling when I wake up from a nap and I'm like, ah, where is my entire day? Also, shout out to this lovely spot on my face. That was just a tiny little spot, and then I touched it, and I shouldn't have touched it, and I always touch it, and it turned into a bruise because I have a connective tissue disorder. Now I have a cheek bruise. reality. And speaking of bruises, this is super interesting. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this. Let me change the lighting. Okay, so here are my legs, and oops, apparently my hair too. And so see these bruises? I have always had these beautiful shin bruises for absolutely no reason. As weird as it sounds, they're coming from the inside out. Something's moving inside of my leg that shouldn't be, and it's causing these bruises. But I've always had them on both legs. And ever since I started wearing this knee brace, like within the first couple days, they completely disappeared. So clearly, not only is this knee brace treating my knee problems, but it's treating whatever the heck is going on in the bones of my legs. My PT and I are super intrigued and curious about this. It's probably like no one cares, but like bruises, horrible leg, model leg. Okay, maybe not model leg, but non-bruised leg. So now it like doesn't feel like I'm walking on a broken leg all the time, which is really nice. Now this leg hurts more. Anyway, that's my weird bruise rant for the night. I'm gonna go to sleep again. Because apparently that's what I do now, I sleep. They are gonna test me for mono tomorrow. Fingers crossed they don't have it, but we take it as it comes. Well, good morning, everybody. I just had the interesting experience of having my blood drawn from bed. I knew that a nurse was coming sometime today to take some blood for my mono test, but she was supposed to call me first and give me like a half-hour warning at least so that I can take my morning medication and that way I can be upright. I guess for whatever reason I was first on her list, and so she just kind of showed up while I was still asleep. Therefore, I did not have time to take my morning medications so I couldn't be upright. So I got to have my blood drawn today in bed, in my pajamas, my bare pajamas, with my beautiful night splint in. Interesting. I'm going back to sleep. Okay guys, exciting times are upon us. If you have been watching my vlogs for a while now, you know that I am 100% tube fed. So I get all of my calories through a little feeding tube that I have. It's a G tube, so it goes directly into my stomach. And that is because I have a difficult time swallowing, and also because I have a lot of allergy problems with food. So for the last year and a half, I've pretty much only had this one specific formula that I use. But if you remember a couple months back, I did a little trial with some coconut water just to see how my body would react to it. So today, I've decided that we are going to try rice milk. Last time I did a trial of first putting it through my feeding tube, and then when that went well, I drank a little bit of it. And if you remember with the coconut water, it didn't really bother me through the feeding tube, but I did have some allergic symptoms afterwards when I tried drinking it. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rice milk holds up to those tests. So I'm going to be doing the exact same thing that I did last time. I'm going to be doing 35 milliliters of the rice milk, followed by 35 milliliters of water to flush down. Got my EpiPen ready just in case. 35 milliliters might not sound like a lot because it really isn't. It's only about this much. But because my digestive tract has not had to deal with food in a very, very long time, my stomach has shrunk and the capacity is pretty darn small. So anything more than this would probably make me feel sick regardless. So we start small. Oh, I got my 35 milliliters. I have my feeding tube. Take off the cap. Attach the syringe. Undo the clamp, which is very important. Cross our fingers. And there we go. Nice little chaser here of water, just to make sure none of it is still in the line. Or in the tube, rather. Alright, I guess I'll check in with you guys, see how this goes. Okay guys, I did not expect to be updating so soon. It has literally not even been 10 minutes and two things have happened. One, I all of a sudden felt a major spike in my blood sugar, which makes sense. The refeeding process, especially for someone who hasn't eaten in so long, can be a little bit tricky, and I tend to have problems regulating my blood sugars anyway. The other thing is that my blood pressure tanked out. I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this, but because it's been so long since I had to eat, I completely forgot that I had a diagnosis of postprandial hypotension, meaning my blood pressure drops after meals. And I guess I just didn't have to think about it for so long that it didn't even occur to me that I was about to have a meal. So I'm in bed, I got my legs up. I don't think I'm gonna faint. I think I'm okay. We just gotta keep breathing. I don't think I'm having any mast cell issues yet. I think I'm just dealing with other issues that come along with reincorporating foods into my life. Okay guys, we have safely made it to the 1 hour mark, and I so far have felt no signs of reaction. If I'm going to react to something, it usually makes itself pretty clear in the first hour, so I think we're kind of out of the woods with that. I had planned to maybe try to drink a little bit of it at the 1 hour mark if I was okay, but I'm still feeling really full. That is one thing that's much different than the coconut water. I still just feel extremely full, but maybe a little bit later tonight. I don't know. Okay guys, we're at the 2 hour mark and I'm starting to feel a little bit of room, starting to feel a little bit hungry. People often ask if I get hungry and full, and yes, I definitely do. It feels a lot different than it did before I had a tube, but I think more and more these days I'm starting to feel real hunger, which I think is a good sign. So I am going to play a game of bananagrams with the beautiful birthday girl. She and my dad went out to dinner and had a really nice night, but I promised her a game of bananagrams, and I'm going to sip a little bit of rice milk. This is what 35 milliliters looks like in a glass. So this is how much liquid actually made me that full that I couldn't have anything else for 2 hours. I think I have a pretty itty bitty stomach right now. Cheers. Ugh. I don't know if I like the taste of it. That's okay. Guess who is the Bananagrams champion?
Yes, she is. She earned it.
This girl, but the real triumph. I drank my rice milk. It's been probably half hour. No reaction. So I think we might have found a safe one. It doesn't really make nutritional sense at this point for me to be replacing some of my formula with this, but we found a safe thing. And that gives me hope. It gives me hope that there's other safe things, and it also gives me hope that I'll be able to incorporate some rice products into my life. Because I'm gonna be perfectly honest, not super excited about the taste of this. But hey, you know, baby steps. It's not really about the taste. Good morning, you guys. It is pretty darn early today. It's about 8 o'clock. I have to go into Boston today to get some testing done. Because of the various issues I have had with my spinal cord over the years and the various surgeries I have had, I have sustained a lot of nerve damage. And now that I'm finally kind of in a stable place in my recovery, we're trying to figure out how much nerve damage I really have and whether or not it is reversible. So today I will be having some GI testing done. GI meaning gastrointestinal, so your GI system is, well, basically starts from your mouth and it goes all the way down. So today we are going to find out just how much damage has been done to my pelvic floor muscles and nerves. which is gonna be super duper fun. I'm not gonna get too into what the test is going to be like. Number one, because I don't really know very well, and number two, because it is pretty darn TMI. If you've ever had any GI testing done, you know that there's prep involved, and I have to go do that now. I've been procrastinating it all morning, and it is time. Today is not going to be a very fun day in my life. So I'm just going to soak in this beautiful sun and then go do my job. Okay, so I just finished up with all of my GI testing, which went well. Unfortunately, we had to wait quite a while in the waiting room because the machine was broken, but they fixed it, which was really nice. It really would have been a shame if I had to do the prep all over again and come back another day. And they gave us a free $20 voucher to the gift shop for waiting so long, which is really kind of them. I wish that all doctors did that. I would really be making bank off that. I got the call. I do not have mono. I am so excited about that. I kind of want to get one of these little succulents or the cactuses. But I keep killing my cactuses, so I feel really bad. Oh my gosh, there's a bounce house. I want to go in that. I think Trish would be kind of mad at me. How cute are these? Oh my goodness, I can't wait to put them on my new desk. We are building a new desk in my room. And I also have this little succulent over here going on my little elephant. And I can't wait to show you guys when it's all done. Sometimes medical machines break and you get free plants out of it, which is pretty awesome. Say hi, Danklin. This is my sister's turtle. His name is Danklin. He's pretty cool. He wants to be fed. I got his food right here. I'll give you one, don't worry. Hello you guys, I am just waking up from a nap because apparently I'm a nap person now. Although to be fair, I did have to wake up pretty early today and I did have a lot of testing done, so I was pretty exhausted. So now I am just curled up. I am drinking some more rice milk. I am drinking it while still running feeds, which is the next test I want to run, because it doesn't really make like caloric sense for me to stop feeds to drink rice milk because there's not a lot in rice milk. I think the flavor is growing on me though. It tastes kind of like cereal milk. So now I'm just curled up. I really want to take a bath because I feel so gross from the hospital earlier. I feel like I'm too tired to take a bath, which is so sad, but it's true. And I don't want to risk it, and I don't want to like faint in the bathtub because that would be really horrible and everyone's asleep. I think I'm gonna watch the new Death Note movie on Netflix because that looks really stinking cool. Fun fact about me, everyone always seems to be super surprised when I say this. I am super into anything like creepy and morbid and weird. I'm probably one of Tim Burton's biggest fans in the entire world. Apparently people just don't think it fits my personality, but sorry. I just really like weird, and I also really like anime. I just checked the tag on this cactus thing, and it says you're only supposed to water it once a month. Once a month! No wonder why all my cactuses have died. I watered them to death. I killed them with kindness. Okay, I just had to take a bath because hospitals are disgusting and I feel disgusting. So if I faint and die, at least I'll be clean. Much better. This is just a love story between two white people with lots of gratuitous gore. I don't know what I expected. Just watch the anime. I'm going to bed. Good night. We just finished up with PT. We had a really good session today, right, Laura?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be sore tomorrow?
I'm never sore.
She's never sore. She's in great shape.
She's so conditioned.
Oh yeah. And now we're stopping at the mall and hopefully I don't die. I'm kind of the worst person to take to the mall because I always get super exhausted.
To take anywhere.
Yeah, just don't take me places.
Oh, look at that dog. Look at the dog.
Oh, teeny weeny.
I don't want to like randomly film that lady. Okay, bye. Hi guys, I am going to bid you good night. Today was a pretty awesome day. I went to physical therapy, I took a quick trip to the mall, and then I still had energy left over to take a shower. Now, some of you might be thinking, wow, that sounds like a really boring day. But to me, it was actually a huge win because just a few months ago, that would have been 3 whole days worth of activity. So I am definitely learning to appreciate the small and mundane things. Hopefully one day that will lead to me having enough energy to do some slightly more exciting things. And speaking of exciting things, I unfortunately will not be attending the Ehlers-Danlos conference next week. As much as I want to, we just couldn't make it work as a family for many different reasons. My sister's starting school, my dad's starting a new job. It would be very financially and physically difficult to get there, and we're also leaving at the end of the month to go back down to Maryland. It's just not good timing. Plus I'm super allergic to smoke still, and I just don't think I could even be in Las Vegas. If you are going, I hope you have a wonderful time. Please make the best of it. Go to all of the lectures that you can and network. Meet other zebras, because that is how I've met some of my very best friends. And if you are feeling sad because you are also not able to attend the conference, don't feel too badly. They do record all of the sessions and they will release them out online eventually. And maybe you don't have the opportunity to network with other zebras in person, but there certainly is a huge community of us online just waiting to meet ya. I really, really do want to try to attend next year though. I wonder where it's going to be held. I have absolutely no idea. Hello guys, happy Saturday. I honestly can't believe how fast these weeks go by. I feel like I was just uploading last week's video and now here I am editing this week's video. I have been having a pretty productive little Saturday. I've been finally getting around to some of the commission pieces I have and some of the lockets that you guys have ordered. Look at how cool this one is. This is called Zebra Jasper. I did not know the earth made zebra print stones, but I guess they do. We're working on putting in a custom desk over here, so we have it all measured out for the cabinets. So next time you see this area, it's gonna look a whole lot different. Thank God, because this is not functional. And I'm also doing a little bit of an experiment through the guidance of my physical therapist. We are trying the big knee brace on the left knee to see if maybe we can get some of that bruising to go away like we did with the right knee. I don't really know what we will do with that information, but it'll be really interesting to see if it goes away. Also, you guys have been wondering if I am still using the CBD oil and if it is helping my pain. And yes, I'm using it, and yes, it is helping. I haven't been using it every day because it is a little bit pricey. So I mostly just use it on days when the pain is more than usual and I have to function. I've mostly been using it on my knees. I just put a few drops, rub it in, a little bit of it on the back of my neck and my shoulder. Haven't quite been brave enough to put it on my scar yet, but it is really helping, and I still do prefer it over any of the pain creams that I've tried, even the ones that I've had specially compounded for me. Again, the brand that I have used is Charlotte's Web, and I use the Everyday Strength. I will put all of that information down in the description. Anyway, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the night, and then I'm going to edit this vlog. So might as well close it out now. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you want to see more videos like this, it would be cool if you would hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys in next week's vlog. Bye!